Welcome to Rootstem and welcome to this Battle 2 of the Dark Angels Crusade campaign. Hello there guys, thank you very much for joining us. This is part 2 of an ongoing Crusade game between me and Chris's Dark Angels. Using my traitorous in inverted commas Imperial Guard. And in today's game we've got data acquisition. Chris's forces last game found that there was information being transponded to various different nodes in the battle, and now we've got to try and capture some of these nodes and retrieve some of the information from these nodes. I'm rushing to try and stop him from doing this. It's a 25 power level point game because of course it needs to be for a combat patrol, and the forces that we've got are small yet mobile. We'll have a quick look at the forces very quickly. We're not going to go through them in any major detail. If you want to go through them in major detail, I'll put links down below for the various different forces, and also links to the website as well, where you can keep a track of all of this happening. So this is my 25 power limit unit, 25 power limit army. It has 2 crusade points because this lad here has got a skill, and this lady, as I've named her in the campaign, because steel Asian, you can't tell what sex they are underneath those rubber robes. Chris is laughing. She's got a warlord trait, which is, she's also got a relic as well, laurels of command, and of course bellowing voice, allowing some goodness to acquire across the battlefield. So that's my force, and this is Chris's now legal 25 power, because he did take 4 troop choices, didn't realise.
Yeah. And just like last game when I went for 29 power level, and just before the game I realised it should have been 25. So I'm not trying to cheat. Right, so Librarian, as per the website, we have agreed to dock me 1 requisition point and give him a warlord trait, because we did that wrong when we set the forces up.
That's
so
fine.
There's a slight variation if you've already looked into the lists. My apothecary, to make me legal, I've had to drop a foot soldier squad. I've got my Oculus carrying incursors, I've got my regular bolt rifle guys, and then I've got my blooded squad of assault bolt guys.
Yeah, they've got +1 ballistic skill, haven't they?
Indeed, yeah.
They're going to be pretty awesome in this particular game. Right, we'll roll for everything off camera and we'll bring you into our deployment. So we have set up. My guard are set up kind of cagey down here in the ruins. I've got some guys behind the trees over that side. Chris has done a refused flank, old school Space Marine tactics there, refused flank, both squads near the apothecary in the actual building, and uses his incursor special rules to be able to infiltrate up and get some units straight on top of an objective, which will probably limit me when it comes to trying to, well, I don't know, because it's per turn. The objectives are scored at the end of each turn on this, so it's going to be one of those that might mess us up for future games, because we'll keep thinking that it's per turn rather than it being in the start of a command phase. But we now have to roll to see who goes first. Chris gets a 5, it's a pretty good roll. I also get a 5.
I've never ever beaten you this edition. 3.
No, he hasn't. Unfortunately, I have to go first, not what I can choose. So let's see what damage I can do.
I quite like that.
So on turn 1 then, I've moved up. These guys have moved. They've moved. And of course, I've managed to grab that objective. These guys have moved forward and actioned that one. And the 2 sentinels are trying to have a look down here. So I'm going to try and kill some guys, especially with the veteran squad. So the veteran squad are looking down the side. They are all within 18-inch range of this unit. Chris has declared transhuman physiology, which is a good thing because these are veterans and he freeze to hit. I also I'm overcharging everybody, hence why I'm rolling 3 different colours. I've got 1-1, so 1's dead. In fact, he didn't hit at all, so that's not so bad. But I have hit with 4 of them. But the transhuman is going to make it a 4 up. Managed to save 1.
Brandeis.
He's a -3 because I completely forgot to do my stratagem. But never mind. -3, sir, needing 6s.
No. Oh, what a cheeky swine.
If I'd done my stratagem, I would have been -4 and he wouldn't have actually had any Saves.
Hey.
And I lost a plasma gun as well in that ruckus. Great. There you are. Plasma gun down. So the first casualty of the game goes to Chris. And the only thing I've got left to fire then is 2 las cannons. Needing 5s to hit onto that infantry squad. And they miss. They are also got a +1 to the save, by the way, due to the Night Shroud from the Psycho. Right, it's over to Chris's turn.
I got that down.
So, yeah. Chris has just moved forward, managed to recover the bloke that was down, using a command point. It's down to 2. He did a cast as a psychic power onto those guys. Those guys have now got -1 to hit. He's captured that one, so he's gone and done that one like I've done on this one here. So, technically, I can't do that one again. He can't do that one again, but I can do that one and he can do this one. It's going to be a bit of a weird game, this one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now we've got these. They're going to open fire. They've stood still, and they're going to open fire into these guys. No minuses to hit because of the Oculus Bolt rifles, but I have got the psychic barrier on, and I am spinning the command point on take cover. So I'm going to get +2 to my saving throws.
Yeah.
So always a bonus.
So 2s and 3s.
Aye.
So 4 hits.
4 hits, not bad.
3s with no modifiers.
Yep.
So that's 3
wounds.
normal saves. Whatever.
5s normally. It's now going to be 3s. Looks like I'm a Space Marine. And guess what? I didn't save any of them. We actually forgot that this unit stood still, so it rapid fired at full 24 inches. So we did the shooting again, and Chris took out another one. And then these guys here, they open fire upon the Sentinels and managed to remove a wound. They're going to need a morale check with a +4. So this is not looking good. This veteran squad is down a half. And it's a 1, so it's an auto pass. The veterans are like, yeah, we've seen this type of action before. We know what we're doing. Great. So, Chris scores 2 objectives, but he doesn't hold more than me, but he has action 1, so he actually gets 2 VPs. So at the end of turn 1, that will put the Space Marines on 20 points and the Traitorous Guard on 30. Apologies, just to let people know, Chris did spend his last 2 points on being able to shoot with that unit for uncompromising fire because he actually did an action. Right, on to Guard, turn 2. So some movement happening, orders have been issued, reroll 1s to hit on these guys ordered. They've poured fire upon fire into them, nothing. These guys, however, open fire, needing 5s to hit, and wow, they got a flurry of blows on the actual guys. Managed to take 2 of the Marines out. I played 1 command point for Experienced Eye, so these guys are now going to overcharge and do lots of different shenanigans against these guys here. So I'm going to fire the plasmas to begin with. I'm going to roll it over here like Chris keeps asking me to. I need 4s because of his power. And one of the plasma gunners perishes, so I've lost 2 plasma gunners so far. I do need 2s to wound now. 2 wounds. He gets no saves because this is now -4. But it's 2 damage per Marine, and he's within 3 inches of his Apothecary. So Apothecary saves, sir.
6s.
Yep. No, so 1 Marine goes down, and another Marine goes down. So far he's lost 4 Marines this turn. I've got my las guns to do.
Bloody hell.
And then 2 las cannons from here, firing over the trees again into the remaining 2 guys. Needing 5s. We got a hit. Needing 2s. We got a wound, sir. It's a -3. You are in cover. And yeah, so it's a D6 damage. I'm going to spend a command point.
Oh, you git.
For 2. Right, there we go. So I managed to take another 1 of the Marines down. So Chris is going to be down to 2 Marines left. They take morale test, don't they?
Yeah, but they can't fail.
Yeah, Chris confused me there for a second. Yeah, basically, if he rolls a 6, he's a bit doomed.
Yeah, I just need math. Oh, God, you know.
Oh, they're wavering. They're like, we got told we weren't going to get hurt doing this.
Yeah.
Some guys down. And of course, I did do an action on there with this unit here. So I've managed to secure myself. Let's put that there with one of my dice for now. I've managed to secure myself a good 20 points on this particular turn. So now, that takes me up to 50. Now it's over to Chris. So Chris is holding firm down here. He is within range of the objective, but is he going to action and capture it? We don't know just yet. Psychic phase, the librarian moved to line of sight here. Would have got trephination off, but I used a reroll on my Psyker. Managed to stop 3 mortal wounds going straight onto my sentinels. So, what is Chris going to do?
Yeah.
He's actioning, he's going to get those additional points. So, what are you shooting at now, sir?
In fact, I'm going to be dangerous, and I'm going to leave that for
Oh, he's going to leave it for now.
Yeah.
He's going to open fire with those guys on these guys here. 6 shots needed, needing freeze, because he ignores my cover.
Yeah, and stood still for 2s.
Yep, 2 to hit.
Ah, mother.
4 hits, there's only 4 models left. He needs freeze to wound, and he's got a -1 now. So he gets 2. I've got the protect, psychic shield as it were, so I'm going to need 5s with the minus. No, I lost 2. So 2 go down. And it's going to have to be this lad here and this lad here, leaving the plasma gunner and the sergeant left alive.
Very interesting. Right, so my 5 assault guys.
Yep.
We're going to have a little go of those guys over there.
No problem, they stood still this time, so there's a +1 and a -1 at the same time. They've got 3 shots apiece, so this is going to be interesting against these guys. I am going to take cover for these.
So, ballistic skill 5, reduced to 4, then stood still.
Oh yeah, because these guys have actually have an increased ballistic skill, so they hit on 2s. Minusing 1 because of the trees making it freeze, but he stood still and he gets a +1. So it's actually even Stevens, so he needs 2s. 3 shots apiece, it's going to be 15 shots. Yep. Needing 2s to hit.
Nice.
That is pretty good, needing freeze to wound.
Need a good roll here. Need a good roll. Oh, I'll take that.
Oh my good gosh.
So 3, 6, 9, 12. -1.
12, no, -1 because of his tactic ability. I've got +1 for recover, and I've also played take cover when he declared that unit as a target, giving me a +2. So I'm on +2, minusing 1, 5, sticks down to freeze, minusing the 1s means I'm on 4s.
Yeah. Do you want to roll that one?
Oh dear, that's 7 men down. So some more shooting from this unit here, which actually could just see this unit without cover. And he's managed to kill the sergeant. That leaves just 1 bloke left. Morale is going to be an issue unless I can roll that magical 1. I don't. He buggers off. He's told to report back to try and make sure that he survives and gets XP. Right, so that leaves me down to 2 infantry squads and the sentinels. I am getting chewed up a little. I have managed to chew Chris up a little bit, but I've only killed 4 Marines.
But I only had 17 to start with, right?
I did only have 17 to start with, but I did have 10, 20, 30, 40 guardsmen, and I'm pretty much down to nearly half that number already. So I should really be having him on half. So he's starting to win the attrition war, but it's whether or not I can start running away with points. Chris only achieves 10 points this turn for having objectives. He doesn't have more objectives than me, and he did not claim this one. That number 4 that you can see over there in his turn. Right, on to my turn 3. So in my turn, this unit has moved up. It ran and managed to play the order for allowing them to fire. They opened fire into these guys and scored no hits at all. And the plasma gunner overloaded and died.
Yeah.
So that's another plasma gun I've lost due to my own hubris. This unit here, they moved up and then move, and then moved right on top of the objective, making sure that that objective is mine for this particular turn. These guys are holding still. He tried to protect them with a psychic shield, failed. And then down here, this lad opened fire, actually scored 2 hits, scored 2 wounds, and then Chris rolled a save with 1 and failed with the other, so he only lost 1. What I should have done is spent the command point on them to make it -4. That would have killed 2 of those Marines outright. But so the benefit of this is the fact that I have now got more objectives than Chris, but I haven't managed to do an action on one. So I've scored 20 this turn. So that will take me up to 70 points so far. Then we're going to Chris's turn 3. So we've done the movement at Psychic. Chris has done nothing. He's not moving.
Yeah.
Went to the shooting. He's opened fire with some pistols. Managed to kill a couple of the guys off. He actually did a smite as well. Managed to kill a couple of the guys off as well. So that's actually on 3 because he killed 2. It's my one with the pistol. These are opening up now. They're going to open fire into these. Now there's a -1, +1. But they're hitting on 2s anyway. So it's going to be a hell of a lot of dice. Only a couple of misses.
Yeah. They're needing 3s.
3s to wound. These are at -1 as well, but I have played take cover. Oh, that's some good dice rolls by Chris there. That's a good 6.
Yeah, it's good for you.
That's what I meant. So I don't get any cover, so on 5s, a +1 for the take cover stratagem. On 4s, -1, needing 5s. 2 down. These guys are holding. So I'm guessing Chris is pumping some more shots into them from those guys there.
Yeah. So
8 shots, needing 2s. Oh dear.
I've done well this game.
Yes, you have.
A lot of high value rolls. It's
When you need 2s. A lot of high value rolls when you need, yeah.
Aye, and then 3s, and these are your -2.
2, yeah. It's still in tactical.
Yeah.
So there's another 5. Now I do get a save, needing 6s. Oh, only got 1. 4 wounds is 1, 2, 3, and a wound on him. And down to a single man. And down here, the Oculus Bolters arranged again, open fire, but only managed to take the Sergeant out. So the plasma gun is still there. There could be an issue with morale, but we don't know yet. Chris is probably going to have to do some assaults, although he does. Well, actually, he might have to because he needs to get closer to that objective than I am. Yeah. So he's going to do those guys into them. No problem. So the Faith Marines charge in and they wipe him out, unfortunately for me. So down again. So Chris is holding 2, I'm holding 2. I didn't do any actions, so he's getting 10, which would mean that at the end of turn 3, I am on 70 and Chris will be on 40. So combat-wise, I've not really done much. I've not moved because I'm on the objective. So 2 last cannons lashed out. Didn't do anything, but these guys with the heavy bolters and everything else have managed to take down those guys down to 1 guy left. That's going to be a bit of a morale issue as well, hopefully if he fails it. But I'm spending the CP to give this guy experienced eye. He's going to try and take these guys out. Yes, he is going to overcharge. He hits them both. He only wounds 1, so he only kills 1 guy because it's -4. So that's a bit of a shame. And Chris actually rolled the morale before he needs a 6 to fail. Thought it was going to be a dead cert. And unfortunately not. He's actually run away. Yeah. So one of the Marines has gone. He's lost a squad and the other one's down to 1. He's got 5 men left. This is looking a little tenuous. I'm up to 8 VPs at the end of my turn 4. It's into Chris's turn 4. So Chris has been doing some manoeuvring. He's actually moving forward, possibly because he needs to. He's running out of abilities here. So we've got a smite coming in on the psychic phase. Yeah. The closest enemy unit is my psychic because I did moving forward to try and get a smite off and failed in my turn. So this is going to be a battle of wills. Go on then, sir.
5.
He's got a 5, which is just cast on a smite.
Oy.
My psychic says no.
And then Trepidation.
Oh.
Back at you. And again needing a 5.
Yeah.
It's a 9.
Uh-oh. I think that's a straight 3 mortal wounds. So it goes into the shooting phase. Are you doing the action with those guys, sir? Yes, you are.
Yeah.
So those they've actually gone inside. I forgot to mention that to people. They are going to action that to try and get him the cool 20 points this turn. This guy is going to open fire with the Purgatorious pistol.
Against the wounded guy.
Alright.
3s.
Oh, he's hit every single time. He's only got 1 wound left on that. And oh, that's going to take him down. His save is not going to be enough.
No.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to roll to see if that guy loses experience or gains a battle scar. One of the two.
Right, and then them guys.
And then these guys, I'm guessing they're opening fire on these.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm going
15 shots, needing 2s.
2s, yeah, because I move, but any modifiers.
There's no modifiers because, of course, where you're shooting from and to, and they have an increased ballistic skill.
Yeah.
So go on in, sir. Couple of 1s.
Well, 5 1s, mate. It's good for you.
Needing 3s.
Good for you. Let's have a look. I'll take that actually.
And we're in turn 4, so it doesn't get the -1, so how many is that?
So 8.
So that's 8, needing 4s. 8 dice, needing 4s. Oh, wow. 3 have managed to save there. 3 have managed to fail save, sorry. So I'll take that down to 5 models. That's not too bad. It's not greatest, but it isn't that bad at all. So Chris on his turn is getting 20. So that will be the end of turn 4. So at the end of turn 4, we're looking at 80 points. I said 8 earlier. It's 80 points to 60 points. So I'm 20 points ahead at the moment. Let's see what else we can do here. So in my turn, I've moved up. They actually lost 2 more guys to morale, which we forgot to record, so I do apologise on that. And then the Sentinels have moved to try and get more lines of sight and or fire into this squad that's now in cover down here. So I'm going to start off, of course, issuing the order, re-rolling 1s on those. Do I issue a second order to them?
Hey.
Yes, so re-roll 1s to wound as well. They are going to open fire. Now normally I would target him, but I'm actually going to open fire at them because they're going to cause more of a threat. So they're going to open fire with a heavy bolter, needing 5s into these guys here. I get to re-roll the 1s. Didn't convert any into hits. That's terrible. I've only got 1 las gun left, which does 1 hit, and it does 1 wound. But Chris has just rolled, and he rolled a 3. So with las guns here, las cannons, sorry, one of them is going to have to fire into them because he can't see the others, and the other one is going to fire into the guys in the building. So the guys in the building first off, needing a 4 hits, needing a 2 wounds. Minus a 3, but you are in cover, so you're going to need a 5 here, Chris. No, D6 damage for 3, so one of them's gone down.
See if we get me 6s from the apothecary.
Oh, right, yeah.
Need 2. Don't get 2.
So one's gone down. The other last cannon into these guys out in the open. Missed. What a whiff. And then, voila, spending the CP again. Yeah. Experienced eye.
There's only 1 guy to kill now.
Yes. Opening fire. He hits and he kills himself.
Oh, at least there's that.
He wounds your squire.
What do I need?
You need a 6.
Ugh.
No!
Yes. I win.
How do you win?
Because that little battle, he's the last man standing.
Okay. So yeah, all right, fine.
And you had bloody plasma guns for
Yeah.
it, so
Yeah. All right. Yes, fine. Yeah, last man standing. Yeah, and he's not going to fail morale because he can't do on that one. So unfortunately, because I thought to myself, if I could get him off, I could score 20 points there, but I can't. I can only score 10. So that would take me up to 90. I have a funny feeling Chris is going to want to take his turn just to mullerize some of my units more than anything else.
Well,
yeah.
If I long bomb, you never know. You never know.
That's going to be a tricky one, I think.
Well, I'm just thinking, can I beat the Sentinels to that?
That's true, actually. You probably could. That's probably the best way to go forward. But that would still only earn you 20.
Well, I'd have 3 to your 1 then.
No, but what I'm saying is you'd earn 20 points. So we'll have a look at this. So in the end, unfortunately for me, the guys went down. Chris just opened fire and laid them out. If he gets 20, he's not even going to bother trying to get 20 because he can't win. Even if he gets 20 points, he's going to lose the game. Yeah. So that's basically one campaign game to Chris, one campaign game to me. At great cost, the Traitorous Guard has actually stopped the Dark Angels from downloading too much of their precious orbital data. So what will happen in the next game? We don't know because we roll randomly to see what the mission is and then we apply it to our narrative. But yeah, Chris has done well with some of his units. Some of his units did not get taken down. I only killed out one, which is a bit of a shame. But he managed to kill out all of my infantry, including my character from last time. We'll roll this off camera. If you want to check the updates, go on to the website rootstand.co.uk/dark-angels-crusade. I'll keep a link at the bottom of this video. Alright, thanks very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Please like, share, subscribe, and all the usual good stuff.